I gotta comb this. Hold on.
Yeah, you need to do something with that shit.
You know,
how we're doing the Hashmark Show, not Doug's Dynasty.
You know, times are tough. You know, I mean, this is how it goes over here. Now we're old. You know, we're all old and gray. And
I mean, my Hashmark locking of the week gotta be the
hit
Colts.
that shit with some Just for Men real quick, my boy.
Hey, you know, I like the pepper. I'm a pepper guy.
Yeah, you earned all that pepper, bro. You
pepper forever. And not
that's
me.
what happens when you want to bet on fucking sports. Yeah, you better be ready for that pepper. Or you're gonna be bald like me and E Major.
I'll tell you what.
Mine, you can't see it in the front, thank God. But back here, bro,
yeah, I'm going, man.
You know, I think the way to go now is the Beast. You know, he's the cold plunge king now. He's posting about it. We were talking about that earlier. I think really works.
I did see that.
Cold plunger.
Yeah, Beast. The only time I've officially done like a cold plunge Beast was when I had to go into Lake Michigan for autism awareness one year, and it was great. You know, it was terrible. We drank like a fifth of I think Jameson before we went in, but it was terrible. And Ireland said he's taking cold showers in the morning. I could never do it.
I had to do it for 5 years, not by choice. And I'll tell you what, never the fuck again. I turn my shower as hot as it fucking gets, and that was the way I.
You talking about? Is that from the joint?
Oh yeah, you don't get hot water in there. I mean, once in a while it's warm, but most of the time that shit butt ass cold. Hell yeah.
I would have never thought of that.
So yeah,
but during it, fuck that. No.
So like when you got in that cold shower, like when you're in there, you had to learn how to do like breathing technique to get used to it, or just got in there and was like, fuck this cold.
I mean, you just go in there and what I do, I breathe before I prep myself, like, all right, I jump in. Like, first, it fucking kills me. Then, and after like 2 minutes, I'm like, all right, this ain't too bad. I wash my shit real quick, get the fuck out.
That's it. So on the shower, you just do an armpit, you know, asshole, cock, and you're out.
Balls, your asshole real quick, armpits, get the fuck out.
Sounds like my everyday shower at home with kids. You know, it's just a fucking nightmare. You get anything done, you know, in the shower. God bless America. We can recap Halloween real quick because we didn't talk post-Halloween at all. How was everybody's Halloween? Beast, I think you won costume out of all of us, considering the fact that I believe you're probably one of the only ones who actually dressed up, but that was a great costume you had there.
Yeah, I was the Macho Man for Halloween. So yeah, I was handing out candy. We didn't have too many kids out though. Pretty cold out here in Iowa, so
bro, I
had a handful of kids. What?
I didn't get no trick or treaters either.
Really?
I get massive amounts of candy, and I swear maybe like 6 of them came by. I was like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, really? I was in outfit for like really for nobody, but it was still fun to send snaps to people and pictures to you guys and shit. So
did you follow through with the whatever it was at your cell phone?
Fantasy, but yeah, I did dress up as her for Halloween. It was funny.
Hey, send us that picture, and from now on, that will be
that's the picture I'm waiting for.
That'll be your picture we use for the podcast.
Even though Randy,
you're gonna give me more shit than you already do.
I don't know, man. That Randy Savage photo you did was really good.
Yeah, I never give you enough shit, Beast.
Hey, Eddie, what did you do for Halloween? I don't know. Did you go downtown? What were you doing?
Nothing much. I actually went to
He's like, well, wait, hold up. No, it was okay. I don't know if you caught it earlier this week in the thread. I was like, we're all dads and, and I'm like, well, wait, Eddie, I don't know nothing. I'm just saying, I'll do shows.
I got no kids.
Yeah. And I'm like, he's the only one here. So God bless him. How about this though? We're finally doing shows, or attempting to do shows on Wednesday. And I said, yeah, 5 o'clock, let's do it. 5 o'clock went so past. Here we are at our regular time, 9 o'clock. But Even better, you know who the first originators of Wednesday night were? Ricky Fontaine, Ci, not here again. I talked to Rick a little bit, and there's just a lot going on, and he's not ready yet. So I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I like where we're at right now. Any thoughts?
I'm looking forward to Rick and Ci popping in on a show. I definitely miss them, but
Yeah, Eddie, you talked to them at all? I think I'm going to give Rick a wellness check here. I talked to him a little bit, but not much.
yeah, he called me the other night. Finally, I was like, okay, there's my boy. What the fuck?
All right, good.
I get a notification from him every once in a while on Facebook when he likes some of my shit, but that's about other than that.
Man, his kids doing that baseball thing pretty legit around the country, I guess. I follow his son on TikTok. He's smashing the ball, so he's playing pretty well.
That's great.
So for the show purposes, Fontaine is held up right now in Israel, Gaza Strip, doing some intelligence work for us due to the fact that Bill Belichick and the Patriots are going to be in Frankfurt, Germany. Now, on that note, that we are here for the first time together on a Wednesday, we get to do Thursday Night Football, which I think we've only done one other time in the history of this show. So I'm super excited. Thursday Night Football, even better yet. We get Carolina Panthers, I think, +3.5 here. All right, Bears, and this one's at 8:15, of course, Eastern Time, Soldier Field. We just talked about it, the Panthers +3.5, Bears at home total over under here. I think I don't want to do it, but I think there's a buy high spot here on these Panthers, and I'm just going to take the Panthers +3.5. I have no idea why. Eddie, then we'll go Knotz, then Beast on this Thursday Night Football game here.
I'm with you, DJ. Definitely can't be laying points with the Bears, man. I mean, what are we playing for? So I'm with you on the Panthers +3.5. I do like DJ Moore to probably get a touchdown or at least go over in yards. I think Justin Fields is back, so that's his boy. I hope the Bears win. We'll see what happens, but the +3.5 looks good.
Justin Fields now doubtful for the game. Was questionable. So, but TJ Badgen, not too bad. I will say this is the first game that I've bought into Ci's comments that this guy can run the offense. Great catch by tight end there too for the first touchdown with the Bears. But go ahead, Knotz, and we'll go to Eddie here on this Thursday night game.
I'm in absolute agreement. I mean, what business do the Bears have laying points, first off? And if Bryce Young, I mean, God, the dude has looked absolutely horrible. But if he's going to have any type of chance of ripping any secondary apart, it's the Bears. I mean, the Bears secondary is complete lunch. So, I mean, in my opinion here, you play the over first off, right? I mean, God, these unders when the law of averages. I mean, the books have to keep adjusting and adjusting. What's the highest one on the board this week? I think it's like 48. It's the which one is it? I don't know. I'll go back and look. But
I see the Texans and
these overs.
And there's another one.
Week the overs hit and it starts on TNF. You play the over. I don't want to bet on Bryce Young, but if he's gonna have any type of game, it's gonna be this one. And TJ Bijan or whatever. I mean, kid's done all right. I'll give him that, but they got a lot of footage on him now. And honestly, the Panthers have to some extent a decent defense. To some extent, I think the over here. I think might be actually a really fun game to watch, in my opinion. But yeah, definitely. I
agree with that. Lions Chargers at 48 at 48.5, the highest total. Followed up what I'm looking at here, 47 Broncos Bills. That game, of course, on Monday night. All right, Beast, what do you got in this game Thursday?
Yeah, I'm on the Carolina Panthers here, +3.5. I also like the money line too, and then the over as well. I think it's gonna fly over. So,
yeah, this one a little scary on the total, but I'll go with it. Look like a lot of the percentage of the money here, 92% on the under right now at 38.5, which is crazy. Open at 40.5 is going under there. I mean, almost to that 3 there. I'm taking the over in that game for sure. All right, next game. It's going to lead us to Sunday morning here. I believe this one is the Indianapolis Colts versus the New England Patriots. Eddie, we'll start with you. Frankfurt, Germany. We've got footage as well from Eddie coming in hot, and we're getting delays. It's almost like, Mars is sending us pictures, but we've got footage from Frankfurt last week of Kansas City and Miami. CIA agents all over the field. Eddie Major and company now falling behind Wriky Knotz in the pick'em pool. Wriky Knotz taking advantage of that, but Indianapolis and the Patriots here. Bill Belichick probably on the hot seat. Eddie, what do you got here in Germany?
So this may be a trap, Germany, you never know. It's all about, I guess they always say who traveled there first. But I mean, with Taylor Swift on the field last week, had to go with the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And but it was a close game. So my pick and also Jam Soul Lock of the Week.
Oh,
it's the Colts. Colts money line. So we'll see, man. I just think the Colts are a better team, and I know Belichick's job's on the line, so there's a lot at stake here. But I think the Colts are the better team and get it done in Germany.
Beast, what do you got here?
I think the Patriot way is dead. They tried to do the Patriot way in Las Vegas. That failed. Anybody that's pretty much a disciple of Belichick is a terrible coach. I think Belichick got really lucky with Tom Brady. I think we're seeing that right now because Mac Jones ain't shit. I don't think he's as good as people think, and it's starting to show now. I'm going Colts. Spread.
Okay.
That's I'm not 100% sure on, but
that's fine.
That's my lean. I think it's a tough game, but I'm just
sure.
I'm not betting this game, so really it's a lean. But I just wanted to shit on the Patriots real quick. So
real quick before we go to Knotts, this one's going to be 2:30 local time, Deutsche Bank Park in Frankfurt. Colts, of course, Gardner Minshew, I believe, is the quarterback there. 8 touchdowns, 5 INTs, I think, this year, or in general. I could be wrong on that. Colts third place in the AFC South, averaging 25.8 points a game, 26.9 points against. I feel an overplay here. And Knotts, what do you got?
How I love the overplay. First off, everybody keeps saying some Patriots defense. They don't have that good of a defense. Let's keep it 100. I think, I don't have the exact number, but they allow.
I've got it here. Average of 220.8 passing yards and 123.3 rushing yards per game.
And how many points per game?
It's a so I don't know. I don't know. It's up there.
Both these teams,
both
of them average over 25 points a game, and look at the total we're looking at here. And I mean, it's both these offenses ain't good. I mean, I'm going to disagree on the side though, and it's not the whole Belichick narrative, because I'll tell you what, Belichick don't give one flying fuck if he gets fired, and he's not a bad coach. And Brady was not the reason he had his success. They were a dynasty for 20 plus years. That is next to impossible to do in the NFL. And yes, now Brady left right on time so it could look like it had nothing to do with him. But usually, I mean, you lucky in the NFL if you got a good 3-year run. I mean, you really are. Belichick is a monster. If he gets fired, he don't give any flying fuck. This is not why I would bet the Patriots. And I'm honestly probably not going to bet the Patriots. But the over here, I see some fireworks. And also, a fate of the Colts. Did you guys look at the box score last week on the Colts?
Yeah,
Panthers. I mean, that final score does not tell the story of the game. I watched the game, quite honestly, and the Panthers were -2 on turnovers, but they dominated every other box of that box score. The Colts are not that good. I mean, I'm probably not going to get there on the side here, but it would definitely be New England. It's not because I think Belichick's getting fired. I just think they're the much better team. And I'm with DJ. I'm playing the over. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just fading. I mean, it's a public kind of fade play for me. Everybody on Indianapolis here. Nobody giving New England a shot here. But there are like Mac Jones and Bill Belichick are definitely not the give up type. They're here to win. They're not listening to anything outside. So I just go with New England there and the over. All right, let's go to the next game. I believe we got everybody there. Did I miss anybody?
You missed Beast again. It's
Uh,
because I completely disagree with everything you're saying.
And you know that Belichick is 81-94 without Tom Brady.
Who gives a fuck? He
Yeah, don't matter.
dominated for
You
20
got
years.
lucky with
Yeah.
him.
It's the NFL, bro. You can't. Teams don't. Dynasties don't last that long. That's the longest dynasty I've ever seen in my life.
That dynasty wouldn't have happened if fucking what's his name? Drew not Drew.
No, that's not why it happened, bro.
Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe. If Drew Bledsoe wouldn't have went down, Tom Brady would have never got a shot. They never would have been a fucking dynasty.
Brady,
Brady's part of it.
yeah, they were falling apart. I mean, listen, you know, it would be like if Phil Jackson were coaching the Bulls for 15 years. I mean, they would have had some down and outs. Phil got out at the perfect time, right? Saw an opportunity to go coach the Lakers, won another three-peat. Good for him. Meanwhile, the Bulls went to dog shit. Well, let's not forget about those Derrick Rose years. Those were unbelievable. All right, next game. Let's go Ravens-Browns here. It's a tough game to look at. Everybody in their mother love the Ravens right now. Cleveland has somewhat of a good defense. This game is a noon game here in Baltimore. Deshaun Watson and company versus Lamar Jackson. The Browns, third in the AFC North with an average of 22 points per game, allowing just 17.4 points per game, average of 184 passing yards and 144 rushing yards per game. Ravens looking for their fifth straight win here. Eddie, what do you got here with the Ravens?
I definitely like the Ravens to win this game, but I think the Browns cover. I think it was at, what is the line at?
The line that we're seeing here now, you're looking at 6. Ravens 6, opened at 6, hasn't moved much. 6.5 some spots right now. Or excuse me, 6 Ravens -6.
Yeah, Ravens may even win by a touchdown, but I think official pick. I would take the plus the points. Browns plus the points. I think the Browns have a pretty good defense, and it seems like the Ravens always let the teams kind of slip right back in. I think what was it? The Seahawks they played or who
last week? Yeah,
yeah, and they kind of let them come right back in and kind of cover at the end. So, yeah, I like the Browns to cover.
We'll go Knotz than Eddie and myself.
So I love all the. So first off, nobody was talking about the Ravens a couple weeks ago, and now all of a sudden, the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. I don't know. They are a very good team. They're playing very well, but this line is crazy. The very last time they played, it was 1.5, and yeah, they blew the Browns out. The Browns know that. Lamar Jackson has owned the Browns. The Browns know that. The Browns have not lost another game this whole season by this many points. They will cover this spread by some way or another. Look, I get it. They're offensively, they're lunch meat. And look, this might sound just so fucking obvious, but I mean, the Ravens defense they're serious. Nobody's talking. I mean, everybody's talking about Lamar and all that shit, but I mean, you look at that defense. That's a good defense. You look at all the metrics, DVOA, all that. Very good defense. Browns, I mean, elite defense. It might sound so easy here, but I'd be surprised if this game got over 24 points. You just play the under here. I know I usually say 200 teams you played over. I don't say that here. I mean, this is a divisional game. It's the second one of this. Everything in the world.
Go ahead,
you have to take the points with the Browns. If you was playing the Ravens earlier on this season, okay. If you wasn't, this ain't when you jump on the shit because this line is not correct. I don't got Sal to back me up on it, but I promise you, I'm just looking at it. And I'll tell you right away that's a complete bad line. Yeah, the world will be on the Ravens. Browns will cover. They might flat out win. I ain't gonna make my money line dog of the week, but I'm gonna be one surprised.
I was gonna say it's almost getting a little predictable. It's like every other week this league now. It seems like, but the Ravens do this every year. They rip off 5 straight, and then they just hang out. They hang us. The books do this every year. They'll hang a 6 or 7 out there, and then boom, they'll lay an egg. But every time I watch a Cleveland game with the Ravens, 100%, you turn it on in the third quarter, it's like 7-3, and you're like, oh god, it's raining. It's like, yeah, okay, they're nobody's scoring, and Tucker's hitting 70-yard field goals. Beast, where you at?
I'm on the Browns here. I'm on the +6. I think I'm even gonna take them as my money line dog of the week. It's a divisional game. They got outscored big time last time they played. I think they want some revenge for the ass whooping that they got, and I think that they're gonna win. I think they are gonna win. I think that they're gonna come to play, and it's gonna be at home. Giving them a bye week and then coming straight home, I think I like it there. I like that play +3. I don't know about the over or the under. I'm gonna go live bet it, but over 3. Try to get 3.5, 4, somewhere around there.
Knotz, what do you got here?
Oh, I got a 100 pop on the Jags over 8.5 wins. I got a 100 pop on the Jags to win the AFC South. And I've stepped in front of the Jags twice this season in horrible spots, and they won both of those games. Not only won, covered, did all that. I'm not stepping in front of them again. I do think that a lot of injuries. Yeah, Debo's coming back, but I think San Fran has a lot of injury problems that, they're not names anybody's talking about or anything, but you can see it's a problem. I think people are figuring out Purdy for real. Purdy's little magic, I don't know. I think it's kind of gone. I'm not betting this side here. I'm not even betting this game. I'm hoping the Jags win so I could get my 200 pops. But I'm definitely not betting San Fran here myself. I'd lean that way because, yeah, we got Shanahan off 3 losses off a bye week. You got the Jags once again off wins a bye week. So, in theory, they're at the strip club snorting cocaine off a strip club.
But that's the thing. I don't know. They might be playing serious.
So you should probably, if you're gonna bet a side here, you probably should bet tonight. But I'm not betting. Yeah. It's a tough spot. I'm not stepping in front of the Jags on this.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Did that as well a couple times with the Jaguars, and it bit me in the ass as well. This is a game I'd probably stay away from, but I do like San Francisco here. I'll tell you that.
If you're gonna bet the side, you have to bet San Fran. You can't face Shanahan off 3 losses, a bye week. You just can't do it. But
I don't buy into NFL injuries as much as people say. When you look at a Debo Samuel, I think he's probably been ready for 2 weeks, and I think we're going to see some wide receiver screens here, and probably Debo have at least 1 touchdown. Look for that too. I think we're going to have some good value on that, but I could be. I just like to play the other way sometimes. But I hope that Jags win so we can get closer to that 100 pop for sure. That's what we want. So let's go Jags. Eddie, anything in particular in that game? A lot of superstars. Any fantasy things you noticed there, or anything you'd be doing in a parlay on that game?
Just a Debo Samuel. I mean, that's kind of the highlight for me. I got him on my fantasy team. I think I still will have him on the bench, though.
I thought of you, though, originally when this game where it went off at 2.5. I felt like a lot of teasers might have gone into this game. Immediately goes to 3.
I know.
And so I'm kind of like, well, that scares me a little bit.
No, I hear you. Definitely. There's definitely some money coming in on the 49ers, you would assume. A lot of people are thinking just like all of us, the 49ers have lost, what is it, 3 in a row or something like that. So, they got to win at some point, right? So,
yeah, it's the NFL.
Definitely a game you kind of stay away from.
It's the NFL. And you got to you got to look at the season and say, where are we going to play the guys? Where are we going to not play the guys? And to still have a chance to win every week. I mean, look, the 49ers should have 2 wins here. They had a game-winning drive with Purdy a couple weeks ago that they got, I felt fucked on a couple calls. So this, in my opinion, should easily be a 6-2 matchup, but it's a noon start. Who cares? Next game, we'll go Saints, Vikings. Saints, of course, coming off the win against Chicago. Vikings loved this, played them last week. I think Knotz and company did. I don't know if Eddie, you guys had them in pick 'em, but I just really like that theory of, look, the quarterback goes down, and now they got Dobbs who comes in after. Who was the backup who got hurt? I forgot his name. on the Vikings.
Yeah, just
Anyhow, after Dobbs comes in, gets the win. I love the Saints this week. I would not have played this if the Vikings did not win this game the way they did. The locker room afterwards was very, very excited with Dobbs. It could be a letdown here for the Vikings. Give me the Saints. I think they keep this thing rolling. 2.5. Line has not moved an inch. That usually means, and I could be wrong here, correct me if I'm wrong, Knotz, this means that the Saints are probably going to blow them out here in Minnesota. Could be a crazy call for me, though, but let's go to we'll go Eddie, then over to Knotz, and then
This.
all right, we'll finish Eddie. My bad. Go. Whoever.
I got you.
No,
So,
go ahead.
so
now.
yeah, so Dobbs caught them slipping last week. Okay, and thank God. Okay, I wasn't expect. I love the Vikings, but I mean, so Dobbs, where did he play last?
He was hurt.
Carolina, or not Carolina Cardinals, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, he wasn't.
There's plenty of footage on this guy. Yeah, he came in, he caught him slipping. Hey, thank God, because I did have a pretty big. That was actually one of my big play of last week, and thank God it worked by the skin of my balls. But I'll tell you what, there's plenty of footage on Dobbs out there. He is not a good quarterback. Okay, he did his thing for us last week. Thank God. I think there's a couple pretty big injuries on the Minnesota side. I think Thielen, I think, is questionable. I believe.
I can pull it. Hold on.
Jefferson isn't playing. I know that.
Well, he's definitely he ain't been playing, but I think Thielen ain't. Yeah, they got some. They're banged up. They got some injury problems. The Saints, I mean, the Saints are the Saints, but. Yes, I absolutely agree with DJ. I'll keep it simple. I love the Saints this week. I think you could probably play the all line here minus 13.5 and you'll be straight.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Yeah, I agree with you. Over the last 2 years, I've noticed one thing that's stuck in my mind. Anytime I see that 2.5 and it doesn't move, it's no bueno. And a team who's favored usually crushes.
Don't put the Vikes on your teasers.
No, do not. They're going to ruin it. They will ruin it. We'll go to Beats and then Eddie.
I'm on the Saints here too. I think Dobbs is. I think he got lucky on some. I feel like he just kind of was like freestyling out there, and now that they're going to make him actually kind of learn this playbook, I don't think he's going to be able to digest it in a week. So yeah, I think he's gonna get exposed a little.
Plan for him this week.
What?
They'll
be ready
for him this week. Last week they didn't.
Yeah, they
had that. Jaron Hall was his name. They had him. They were having him gonna play. He got hurt. Dobbs
got blasted. Did you see that hit?
He was like that spark that they needed at the time.
He died for 2 minutes.
I just don't think he's.
Sorry to interrupt. My only other future was the Vikes under 9.5 wins.
Yeah, under.
Work out for the season, baby. I'm telling you, I'm sweeping these futures this year. Let's go, baby.
I love it.
Sorry to interrupt.
Over it. I've got my huge future Knotz board here with candles all over it because I don't have any money to gamble. I'm just fucking rolling with you. I got you naked here too. No, not. I meant.
Whoa!
Did you hear the commentator for CBS this week called the Texans the Fuxins or something? I'll put that footage out there. Hey, I wanted to go back on that Beast. Finish your thought here. One second. The Vikings injury.
I'm on the I'm not. Yeah, I'm on the Texans, but I'm also I'm on the Vikings or not the Vikings. The Saints. I'm on the Saints.
I'm just looking to lose. I'm just looking to lose this week.
Who was it? Was it Fontaine that said what do you say?
All right, Beast, that's our fault, bro.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Vikings, not Vikings, but yeah, the Saints minus 2.5. Confident. I think that they're gonna.
He's like a little ghost coming up behind him, bro.
Listen. I'll tell you what. Right now, those Vikings, the Vikings injuries, Jaron Hall. Defensive lineman Dean Lowry, wide receiver KJ Osborne, linebacker Brian Asama II, tackle Christian Darisaw, tight ends TJ Hawkinson and Johnny Munt, wide receiver Jalen Nair, guard Chris Reed. I just named, I think, the whole staff at the local.
That Osborne took a big hit in that game.
They're gonna get slayed.
It's not even over yet. It keeps going. They've got safety Lewis Klein out, lineman Ezra
vegetables are just out.
Holy shit. They're done. Anyways,
lay the hammer, boys.
Beast, finish your thought there and let's get to Eddie. Sorry. Are you finished? Eddie, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Yeah, I'm with the Saints as well. Dobbs and the Vikings got lucky last week. I think the Saints take care of business. I also like Kamara to get a touchdown. He didn't score against the Bears, so he's probably due for, a touchdown this game.
Dude, I love
PPR machine, and I got him, and I picked him up, fucking 15th round. Nobody was looking at him. And he didn't play first, 4 weeks season? He's fucking murdering. Got better numbers than everybody.
Yeah, I've got him in a league, and I've tried to get him in another league, and the kid just won't let me have him. I'm like,
we got to get you on the fantasy show one of these days here. All right, Packers Steelers. This one's in Pittsburgh, 5-3, and the Green Bay Packers visiting them at 3-5. I'll just tell you this game opened up at 2.5, quickly went to 3 as all the Steelers money came pouring in. This line hasn't moved either, which usually is worrisome, but I'm not buying the Steelers shit. I just can't at home. I know what they did last week. I wanted Steelers. I knew Tennessee was coming off that crazy win with that quarterback and 3, 4, 5 touchdowns. Locking in. Not a money line dog of the week, even though I think they win. We'll go to Eddie if he's ready, and then we'll go Knotz and Beast.
I'm definitely rolling with the Steelers. I don't have any faith in the Packers.
Lunch meat, like you called it. Vikings beat them.
Yeah, let's go. Steelers, baby. Beat the Pack.
Your possible overplay here right now, 99% of the money. It's early. It's Wednesday and we're taping this. 99% of the money here on the under, 59% of the bets on the under as well, 38.5. So maybe an overlean here. But Pittsburgh at home is tough. Now it's what you got.
Tough game for me. I'll tell you what, I am never, ever laying points with Pittsburgh. But I was on Green Bay last week. That was one I cashed. But look at the Rams. Like it was like such an obvious play. This week, I don't know, man. I'll tell you what though, it's Green Bay or none for me. I'm not laying points with the Pack. I don't care if they're at home. I don't give a flying shit. That is not a team I will ever lay points with. Give me a +3 and a hook on Pittsburgh. I may play them once in a while.
Possible live line there for Pittsburgh. If Green Bay scores early, you can get a really nice Steeler line there.
DJ, I like what you said because I am on the over as well.
Good.
A lot of overs this week for me. Once again.
I think these totals are low, very, very low, and a lot of these games are going over. Beast here, and then we'll hop into the Tennessee game.
I'm definitely on the Steelers. Interesting fact, I know that Knotz ain't going to give a fuck about it because he's going to say it doesn't matter. The Steelers are wearing their throwback jerseys. They're wearing the block numbers.
Oh, wow.
3-0 when they're wearing those numbers or when they're wearing that jersey.
Wow.
Never mind. I'm playing the Steelers. You're right, bro.
Shit, I thought you would say that don't fucking matter.
It don't fucking matter. I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, he had me for a second there. I was
I wrote that down, though. I'm going to be looking for it.
You're betting off a jersey they're wearing, bro.
It looks like.
Hey, so that was a big thing when they were in the bubble. The Lakers were in the bubble. They wore the Black Mamba.
Yeah, I remember that.
Black Mamba uniforms.
Yep.
That shit was crazy.
No, I'm
Hey, all our watchers, don't ever bet a game because of a jersey they're wearing.
No, I just thought that would be an interesting thing. I'm not in love with the 3 points, the -3. So it's going to be a live bet. I will be watching that game because, it's my wife's team. So we watch that game. Usually going to bet it live because I'm not loving that -3. Like you said, if the Packers score something real quick, you're going to get that line movement.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to that total you were talking about. Look, the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers hit an over, it was September 18th, 2023, and it was at the same line as it is now, 38.5. They are 1-7 against the over-under. And what is the number here? 38.5. They played the Browns in that game, which was a dead set. Remember, divisional under that went over. Take the over in this game, win some money this weekend. They are setting this up. Listen to this. I'll just read. This is the whole season starting from September 10th. Over under Steelers 49ers 41.5 under 918 over 38.5 924 43.5 under 10-1 41 under 10-8 38.5 under 10-22 43.5. All Vegas is doing is alternating the line every other 3 weeks. It's 41 38 43. 41, 38, 43, 41, 38. What's next? 43.
Of averages.
Take the over. Anyway, sorry, guys. All right. Did we hit everybody there? Everybody go there? Tennessee now. All right, let's go Tennessee here. Jesus, got to catch my fucking breath.
Hey, you know how everybody used to say life's too short to bet the under?
Listen, I didn't say this in the message, but what really helped me toward the end of last season, I remember, was doing the show. I was like, man, just fuck the ratings and views. Like, doing the show helped me so much, like, find this shit and make me do the research. So it's just crazy when you just notice these weird fucking things. All right. Tennessee and the Bucks. As not said earlier in the program, Tennessee, any ticket holder at +2.5 was solid. I'm sitting there before the game like, who wins a game by 2 or 1? This is stupid. Fuck this. So I'm taking the money line, which wasn't that juicy, at +120. And then there I was at the end of the game holding my ass like a dickhead while the other 2.5s were cash, and I lost the money line. And now they get to come home to the Tennessee Titans here. Normally, I would go with the Buccaneers, but I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to go with Tennessee here. I don't know why, but I do lean to Tennessee. And then on the total here, I actually do like the under in this game, believe it or not, rather than the over. But Eddie, Knotz, and then Beast.
Line dog of the week. Not too much points there, but I like the Titans. Titans money line, baby. Let's ride.
Knotz, what you got here?
A big old +105, you measure?
Well, yeah, that's a big one.
That's what I was saying.
It's still money line
really underdog, but hey,
what are you going to do when the Cardinals are 1-8 and they're only a +102? I mean, you got to do something.
Sometimes you got a big ass pit bull, and sometimes you got a little fucking hot dog.
I got one for you this week. You guys will love it. Don't.
No, I'm in absolute agreement, man. Man, fucking Willie, man, my guy Willie.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing. I would be humongously surprised if Tannehill ever sees being behind that center again. I really like what the Titans are doing. I think the Bucks defense is pretty lunch meat, quite honestly. I was kind of high on them for a while there, but the more I'm watching them, the more I think they're lunch. I don't want to play the over. I kind of do want to play the over because I was really impressed with Baker last week. Baker balled out, man. And yeah, he still ended up losing, but I think he morally lost because of how lunch that defense is. So, I mean, to me right here, I really want to play it over, but I think I'm actually just going to hone in and play I'm going to play the Titans for sure. I already bet the Titans, but I'm also going to play the Titans team total over. I think, shit. I think they hang a good number here. I want to just play full game over. I think I'm just going to do Titans team total over. Titans win the game. Love the Titans here.
Yeah, before we go to the Beast here, Titans play tough. Remember Baltimore, Tennessee a couple weeks ago, 24-16. I mean, that game at halftime was going to have to really make it a game. So I like Tennessee here, and I think this is a good spot for them, especially with the Ravens. Who they playing again? The Buccaneers. Yeah, I can't buy into this shit. Who's their quarterback with that fucking that thing on his head? That Hank.
Good old Willie. I call him Willie.
Oh man. Anyways, all right. Beast, what do you got here?
I mean, I'm gonna have to fade you guys on this one because I
The
think
fader.
I'm on that Baker train. I think this team's just I think they that close loss, I think it's gonna really get to him. And then at the end with that pass interference, it should have been call. They should have called that pass interference on that very last ball. They should give him the ball at the 1 yard line, give him a chance to punch it in. They didn't. Yeah, I don't know. And then I think they're gonna keep Will Levis down. I think I'm on that. I'm
So
confident. I'm confident.
No offense, bro. No offense, but just something for all our listeners.
Hey,
that
man, I
want
love this
very
shit.
clear.
I'm not even going to edit
No
anything.
offense to you, brother. Take your play. You may be absolutely right, but just something I want to tell all our listeners.
You did.
The whole 15 of them.
Hey,
So when
16.
Okay, 16. Not a buy spot the next game. That is a complete sell spot. You put it all on the fuck just to say like that's not a place where this is not a buck spot. That's all that to say.
Yeah.
Both
all our listeners. That's not when you want to buy it.
Yeah.
When you fight so hard in the game and you lose it, in theory, the next game you're flat as a pancake. We'll see.
What are you going to say?
They're both played in close games. The Steelers and Titans was 20-16.
Yeah, but there were more offensive points, and it's when you get those high scoring games, Brian. I think that's what he's talking about. When you pour it all out, that's the one. They're tired,
480. I live bet that shit.
Oh, man.
I saw the Bucks make that last touchdown. I was like, "Pal, that shit's in the bag." I didn't even look at my phone. I went back and checked it. I said, "What in the flying fuck happened? What was there? Was like a minute 30 left, and Stroud went fucking."
It was less than that.
Ran that boom, 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 scored a touch, bro. The
game was over, and ESPN hadn't updated in like 6 minutes. I'm getting calls on that game. They didn't win. It's not over. I go, it's fucking over. And ESPN had a minute 30 up there. So I don't know if they reviewed that call, that touchdown from Stroud. I don't even know what happened. I was so pissed I didn't even watch it.
I ain't gonna lie. I put $2,000 on Bucks money line. It was
450,
480. I was like,
that was an Eddie play.
I saw the Bucks score that last touchdown. I said, "Pow, that shit's in the bag. No worries." Then I go back and I look at my phone. I'm like, "What in the flying fuck happened, bro? There's no fucking way." I still covered the spread, but I had +2 and a hook, and they obviously they lost, but. Bro, this is not a buy spot for the Bucks. Sorry, it's just not.
I thought of Eddie when I saw the plus. Eddie's always coming in with man, they were plus 1,000.
I think
I was at the 1,400. And it's like, God.
Okay, let's get into finally some teams here in the North. A game I love, actually. We had the Chargers over 21.5 the other night. Lions, this is the second start here in the afternoon set, 3:05. Lions visiting the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll just be straight up here. The world is on the Lions here. And I know the Chargers are coming off the primetime victory and the way they handled business, but let's be honest here. The Chargers, in my eyes, are a team that you can buy now, and the Bears suck. Let's just be honest. But the Chargers, I think, are going to be playing well here, and I just like them. I really do this week. I'm going to take the Chargers in this game. Let me pull back to the spread here just to make sure. Yeah, I mean, just give me the Chargers straight up here on the money line. We'll go East, and then Eddie, and then Knotz.
Yeah, I'm not gonna probably bet on a winner or loser here, but we got two, great offenses going to each other. I'm gonna go on the under on this one, under 48.5. I think that's the play here. If I'm leaning on one of the teams, I do think the Chargers. But yeah, I'm not really gonna bet the spread or anything. I think this is an underplay for me. So
48.5. We talked about it earlier in the show here, Eddie. Highest total of the day looks like 48.5. This one opened at 48.5. Not moving at all. What do you got in this game here? Oh, line movement. Opened at 1.5. Current Lions favored here on the road. 3 points right now.
Yep. I like the Lions. There'll probably be a field goal game. So Lions minus 2.5. I think the Lions are definitely going to win this game. You know, the Chargers are a little hot, but they didn't beat anybody but like the Bears and I think the Raiders or whatever. So I like the Lions in this game.
Eddie, the last couple of games for the Chargers at Jets, 27-6. Chargers at
Jets and Bears.
Chargers at Bears, 30-13. Chargers lose at Chiefs, 17-31. Chargers lose at Cowboys, 17-20. Chargers beat Raiders. Chargers beat Vikings. So, yeah, they haven't really beat some amazing teams here. But, yeah, Eddie does have a good point here. Knotz, where are you going on this one?
So, what do you guys think the Lions did during this bye week? You think they were sitting there on the drawing boards working on shit? No. You know what they're doing? They're
Families.
Like, we're going to the Super Bowl, which guess what? Very likely may. But
yeah, I like that.
This is a pancake spot for the Lions. I faded them right before their bye week unsuccessfully, and I'm okay with that. I am completely big fading them, 100 pop fading them this week. Chargers, as DJ said, humongous buy sign. I've been watching the Chargers. Look, that team, yes, they got something going right now. I get it that they ain't played nobody. They played an elite Jets defense last week. I don't care how bad, and quite honestly, the Jets were off 3 wins coming into that game. So they're not a bad team, as bad as we all think they are. Bro, the Chargers, humongous buy sign. Lions, big fucking sell. Land 3 points on the road. Get the fuck out of here. Chargers plus 300 pop. Mark it in the book.
Here listen to
over. Yeah, the lines, it's the highest line on the board. It's the reason it is. This shit, it's flying over.
Yeah, and listen to the Lions' upcoming schedule here. It's not like the Lions are looking ahead. They have the Chicago Bears. Okay, they have the Green Bay Packers, and then they go to New Orleans, and then they have the Bears again, and then the Broncos.
Why I said they're going to the Super Bowl, bro.
And then the Vikings, and then the Cowboys, and then they play the Vikings again. It's like they have the clearest path to the number 1 seed in the NFC.
That's why I said it, bro. I told you. Remember I said it.
I know. I told you. I called it on our fantasy show. I'll pull the tape. I said, everybody's giving me shit about Miami. I said, look, I don't like them.
Let's put this on. So, what's your Super Bowl prediction? Because let's get this
right here, right now. I gotta go. KC versus either it would be Detroit or San Francisco for me. Detroit, based on the record, but I would have to go San Francisco, just because I'm biased. But it's, to me, it's KC and
I'll tell y'all right now. Look, Detroit. I'm gonna do the E major I. You got this footage, DJ.
Oh shit! There it is.
What are we in? We're in week 10.
I got it.
Come to Super Bowl. Look, Knotz told you what the Super Bowl was. KC, Detroit Lions. KC beat them, unfortunately.
And it's funny because that was like the opening game too.
And remember that spread. Remember that spread, 7, and it went all the way down to 4. Remember that, because we're going to see that same Eddie. Great call out there. They're going to begin and end the season with the same game. And guess who's going to be there? Taylor Swift with her mouth open. ESPN. Every shot of her is a cum shot. Every shot. It's a target shot. I love it. I mean, I don't want target shots of her. I now search off record. I now search target shots in my porn search. It's pretty neat. But haven't found that true AI love yet. Anyways, did everybody go in this game? I've now lost control.
What game?
Exactly. Everybody's like, can we move on here? Oh, Detroit Lions. I think we were going.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, I think I just said I was going the under. Well, what's your? Did you say what you were on? If you're on the over under,
I'm on. I'm on the Chargers here. I think they're going to go, and Knotz loves the over in this game as this is the highest total of the week.
100 pop on the Chargers.
Yeah, and 100 pop on the Chargers for Knotz at +3 because the line is moved into that favor and now on a key number. So let's move on to the next game here. I'll start, and I'll just be real clear here. I'm only saying this because it's a 325 game. If it was a Sunday night game, maybe not. But go ahead and give me the shocker of the week. The Cowboys fall flat, and the money line dog of the week here. You can catch them at +900 right now. The New York Giants, they are going to take care of business for a number of fucking reasons. For tight ends, it's in fucking Dallas, and I think the New York Giants and New York Giant fans want to see Stephen A. Smith on a private jet again this week, laughing hysterically at the Dallas Cowboys. So I just got to take it. It's one of the boys. You know, look, the only other one, honestly, and we're going to get to that game next, Washington is probably, in my eyes, one of the purest at +225, but go ahead. We'll go to Knotz, Eddie, and then Beast here. Giants, Cowboys, 325. What do you got? I mean,
absolutely.
Come on.
I don't agree with the money line, Doug. I don't think I ain't going to go that far, but in no way in fucking hell, after what I'm watching with the Cowboys, I mean, look, the Cowboys actually, Dak ain't that guy. I mean, just quite honestly, that whole team ain't that guy. But yes, I absolutely agree. This divisional game, never in my lifetime would I lay as many points with the Cowboys. I don't care if they're playing my son's football team right here. I really don't. Yeah,
I mean, it's moved from 10 to 16, or that's 6.5 points. It's just outrageous. Eddie, what do you got here?
Outrageous. But I mean,
I definitely like the Giants.
NFL quarterback. They have no quarterback.
Yeah.
And honestly, you know the crazy part? Everybody here wants to play the under.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so if we're talking, we think we got it. And the Giants actually can run the ball. That's one thing they can do. And when you're looking at a dog, I mean, you either want them to have that backdoor potential or you want them to be able to run the ball. They can't run the ball. I think it is a close game. Cowboys probably win. I'm going to root for DJ on his side, and I'm going to say that the Giants win because they absolutely could. But I'm going to play the over, and I'm going to play the +16 and a hook. Easy choice for me. Never lay that many points with that bum-ass Cowboys team. Ever.
Eddie,
I'm definitely on the Giants +16 and a half. Like Knotz said, it's a divisional game. It's too many damn points. Way too many.
It's too many damn points.
And also the Cardinals, I think they beat, the Cowboys earlier this year. So they do a very similar game, So I'll take
it was Eddie, that was in week 3, and the Cowboys were favored by 11.5 points. This was on September 24th. Cardinals were +488. It was +11.5. Of course, it was 28-16 game. Overhit in that one as well. Nobody was expecting the Cardinals to score anything against that defense. They did 16 points, so they overhit there. And that one was at 43.5 against the Cardinals. So this one with the Giants at 48.5, it seems weird. But the Giants, not really a look-ahead spot here at the Panthers, and then Commanders and Seahawks. They don't play the Eagles till December 10th again. Here's the reason why I'm going with New York. Cowboys came off that Eagles game last week, and just really, I felt they weren't happy. And I know they're going to come into this game really wanting to get things done, but they're going to fall short. And this is the Giants Super Bowl. They win in a shocker, and I think that's it. Anything else, Beast?
I don't think I'd want to lay that many points in a divisional game. So yeah, that's my take. I'm with you guys.
Did you have something there on this or no?
All I wanted to say is once again, same thing I said just a second ago. When you play a game and you put it all on the fucking table like that, and you lose. The next game, you never even had a chance and you gave up. But if you fought the way the Cowboys did and you look at the box score, I mean, the Cowboys was the right side in that game. They fucked it up somehow or another. They lost. That's a complete fade the next spot. Complete fade.
it's going to be interesting.
Ramen.
I'll be looking forward to that game. All right, let's go to the next one. The Washington Commanders visiting the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, again, another one I don't know how, opening up at 6.5 points, now to 6. Somebody explain this to me. I don't know why. The world and their mothers on this Seattle, what? Because they lost, Sweat. The Commanders, not much going on other than, look, they're at 4-5 in the division right now. Eagles at 5-3 or 8-1. Cowboys at 5-3. They got the Giants next week. The Commanders do, but at Seahawks, I'm going to just go ahead and take the Washington Commanders here. And the points, I do like the money line situation as well. And if you want to ask me about the total, I'll give you my thoughts. This could be out there, but I don't fucking know. What do I know? Wriky Knotz, Eddie Beast. What do we got?
Look, the Squares always have to win one easy fucking game every fucking week. And this is the one that the Squares
do a week.
Washington just coming off the big divisional win against the Pats, which you look at that box score, they probably shouldn't have won that game. Seattle coming off again, completely murdered by the Ravens, which look at that box score, the final score probably doesn't really tell you the whole game. And as you said, Washington has a divisional game on deck. This one, I hate to say it, but the world will be on the Seahawks, and I think the world will be right in this situation. Unfortunately, I'm not betting it by any means. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. But I'll tell you what, Seattle probably wins this game by, I'd say, 27 points.
I think the Seahawks win for sure, too. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think the Seahawks win for sure,
We got Heineken playing.
Huh?
Heineken's playing. This is a Heine special here. Oh, wait, real quick.
All right, cool.
And this is why.
That's what I was thinking of Heineken.
Right here.
Because I've been
Taylor Heineken. Take Tyler Heineken this weekend.
My girl's right here, and I'm gonna tell her we might be
why, though?
after this week because I'm betting every dollar I have.
Yeah, because that line just doesn't look right. Eddie, are you? Let's go to Eddie here. Eddie, I got a feeling. Are you on Arizona here with this? Or
no, definitely not. I mean,
okay.
I'm fading. Let's dump it all on
the mortgage. I mean, you can bet one of your kids on it, maybe if you'd like to.
Oh, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I'll have both of them up in a parlay. Actually, that's guaranteed to lose. I'd go with a straight line bet. Better odds.
I know some places on the black web where you can actually do wagers.
Yeah, I was. Oh, wow.
I'm just playing, bro.
I like my kids now. I'll keep that in mind. No, listen. My wife the other day was joking, and she was like, "Yo, do you have could you get anything?" And I was like, "Well, what do you mean, like anything?" She's like, "Well, if we ever needed to do anything." I was like, I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say no. But now that I've met Ricky and Eddie and some others, Beast in Iowa, I'm sure we could pretty much find anything we want. Yeah, like anything, and get stuff taken care of, like Ray Donovan style. You guys ever watch Ray Donovan at all or no?
Look, he disappeared. He's like, "Fuck that! I have nothing to do."
Oh, Eddie's out. Yeah, he's Eddie done left. He's in the bathroom, probably. Anyways, so I did want to pull something up here. Go ahead. We're going to the Beast now. Beast, what do you got in the Cardinals?
I'm on the Falcons too here, big time. I just think that even though James Conner might come back for the Cardinals, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. But yeah, the Cardinals are they're tanking. They're done.
Eddie, did you find anything relevant or odd about the fact that the new Call of Duty game's coming out this week and this happens to be his game? And, we've done a lot of TikToks with him. Probably one of my favorites that I did that people gave me shit for was Kyler Murray getting shot. And I did when he got hurt and went down, it was like a game over thing.
On the consensus matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll check it.
I think it's just funny. I think it's more, comedic relief. I don't think too much about it.
All right.
I mean, the Cardinals are kind of a shit team. They ain't really got no talent. And Kyler Murray, I mean, it's just weird that he's, not doing well. I mean, when they're not doing well, that's when the jokes come. If he was playing well, it would be no jokes. It'd be talking about, he's doing well.
Right.
He's so small, too.
He's lost.
Yeah.
All right.
Shitty. Fuck him.
So here's what I got. Kyler Murray, quarter for the first 9 games of the season, due to torn ACL, of course, 2000. Okay. So
my son-in-law that just got shot and lost a kidney and could barely walk will quarterback better than Kyler Murray.
I mean, I got to play the theory. And I like the Cardinals this weekend. And I think this is an upset.
The whole world.
I don't know. I just don't like what's going on with Atlanta right now in that game. But this isn't a fantasy show, so let's go on to the next tab. And Eddie is like, you got to be kidding me. 11:30 Wednesday, Dave? Jesus. I didn't sign up for this. All right, Jets visiting the Raiders. Odd game here. Jets coming off that weird game against the Chargers. The Raiders, I believe, Beast, will start with you. This is your team. Were they on a bye? What did the Raiders do last
No.
They beat the Giants 30-6.
The Giants, yeah. So I think they are coming off of they're gonna be flying high, and then the fucking Jets are gonna be looking for revenge. I don't see the Raiders winning. Even though the team is rallying behind the new head coach. It feels like a whole new vibe to them. And this, I think I'm gonna go with the Jets on this one. I really don't want to bet it because I don't know. That. I feel like the Raiders could win, but I feel like the Jets. It might be the spot for the Jets. I do like the over. I do like over 36. That's about. I
got to butt in here because you just brought up a great subject. Raiders fire head coach, but this is different. They've wanted him out for a while. Like they couldn't stand him.
I've wanted him out for.
Did he really get arrested, or was that a joke that night?
No, I don't think he got arrested, but okay. I know he's
Devontae Adams. Take the over in this game right now. I got North 90s on every freaking page on the under. Take the over. I got arguments for both sides too, right? You got to love Jets because of but you gotta love Raiders because of their situation. But Raiders got fucking guess who the Raiders got next week? They're in Miami.
Yeah.
So that's a look ahead spot here, flat for the Raiders, but the Jets got even a bigger game next week. They're in Buffalo. The fuck you do with this game?
Well, the Jets are coming off this
Big L,
right? Which honestly. In theory, they got completely sledged. And another primetime game coming up for the Jets, right? That's primetime one, isn't it?
This game is going to be
Sunday night.
This is the Sunday night game.
This was the NFL expecting Aaron Rodgers to play.
Yeah. Zach Wilson again.
I'll tell you this. The Jets ain't going to get embarrassed twice. You look at this box score on that Raiders game. This is not a 6-30 game. I mean, 334 yards, 277. Giants, 62 plays to 59. Yards per play, 4.5 to 5.7. They got them there. First downs, 15 to 15. Passing yards, 209 to 200.
I think there was a couple.
Every part of this box score was even ass game. Yeah, Dimes goes down.
8 sacks in that game, Owen.
What's this fuckhead's name? Even I forget it.
DeVito.
He should have went and tried to be an actor like the other DeVito because that
like Danny DeVito.
Complete fucking lunch. He's not an NFL quarterback. He wasn't prepared to play this game.
No.
The Raiders are fucking trash. I'm gonna need pull a mortgage out on another house because I'm trading the fuck out of the Raiders this week.
All right, Eddie. What do you got here?
I'm on the Jets as well. I think that they're not going to let the Jets go down, 2 games in a row in prime time. Probably a game I'm probably bet live. Try to get the Jets plus, 6, 3.5, 6 or something crazy. But I like the Jets.
Yeah, it's tough It really is here with the Raiders. I have the only reason I like the Raiders here is I just feel that they're owed some love here. Devontae Adams and Mr. Knotz, Mr. Motherfucking Sunday Night just gave us his play. But Monday night, Broncos at Buffalo. Buffalo, of course, coming off of that game that just happened in Cincinnati. Stephon Diggs, massive game. Also, I don't know if you caught the footage. Check out our latest TikTok on Hashmark. Stephon Diggs happened to hit a 400-pound security guard. And not only did the security guard land on his legs, I mean, I get it. Those are $90 million legs, but you literally just knocked down this 400-pound guy, and he hit his fucking head harder. Now, the best part is he gets up, his security guard just makes sure that Stephon Diggs was fine. And then you got the big-ass Buffalo fucking lineman, feet taller than him. And I'm like, what the fuck? These linemen are huge. Anyways, 50 thoughts there from Dave. Knotz, Broncos plus 320 going into Buffalo. What's going on here?
Money line dog of the week.
Oh, my Lord. I love buy on Denver right now. I love this Denver team right now.
They got a few. I hate to look. This ain't me being a homer. Trust me, because you guys have heard me say Denver over and over. You know I'm not a homer. I don't do that. Look, I bought the Bills last primetime game, and I get it. Yeah, in theory, no. The Bills are fucking lunch meat. The Broncos, they're off a bye. I get that. 7.5 points. And look, I'm not just playing the money line. I'm playing the 7 and a hook pretty heavy. I think it opened to 8 and a hook or something.
8 and a hook, yeah.
I missed that. 7 and a hook, 20 pop again.
Still there. Yep.
I'm going to put 10% of that on the money line. We shall see.
I like the over in this game. Again, public fade here, though. Everyone on the under. Let's go to Eddie. Then we'll go over to Beast.
You like the Knots on the points. It's a damn shame. The Bills was actually one of my Super Bowl team, to go to the Super Bowl. But, the Madden curse must be real. Josh Allen isn't getting it done. And I think the Broncos, plus 7.5 looking good. And, I mean, that money line is a good play. Probably be Bills money line. You know what I mean? So Vegas make that call. So watch out.
I'm going with the spread. Probably sprinkle the money line too.
Final thoughts. We'll start with Knotz because he's got to go, but he's got to take us out anyway. So he's technically last. So Eddie, final thoughts here as we head into week 10.
Final thoughts, man. I took an L last week. I'm in second place now, but we still fighting though. We still fighting. So like a 2-teamer. Anytime touchdown. So noon slate, I like Kamara and Mike Evans.
Okay.
And then on the 3 p.m. slate, I like Pollard and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then the 7 p.m., I like Breece Hall. So you bet those guys, then you snowball it to the next one. So
Beast, final thoughts here.
4 leagues, rocking that. My league, my personal league, where my team – Amon-Ra Dog and Randoms. Definitely they're 6-3. Looking at the playoffs. Number 2 overall.
Like that.
Hitting it good.
All right. My final thoughts. I don't really have any. Remember, always wrap it up and love life. That's all I got. Knotz, final thoughts, and you can take us out here.
Well, you guys know when I don't like a week. Well, we didn't talk last week because I didn't really like shit but a couple plays.
Well, go ahead and talk about it real quick. How'd that go?
So last week, look, I hated the card. Like I kept looking at it, and sometimes when I hate the card and I really look at it, I find some things which I actually did on Monday Night Football. I found a really good one just because I was really digging fucking deep. But I'll tell you what, this card, I love it, and I went a little bananas on this card. So, hey, fade me, tell me. What do we always say, DJ? Bet you like it, I told you so. But hey, I tell you what, this is one of them weeks where you're gonna be looking back at this video and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, why did I not tell nothing?" That's all I'm telling you because I love this card. I'm about to make a fucking bet, and that's what time it is. You know what time it is? Break the fucking book. Run it.
Right. Yeah. I can't wait till the Giants win this week. It's going to be so
I
fun.
love this card.
Danny DeVito at quarterback.